Prudent News. Now look at the headlines. Supreme Court questions petitioner NGOs and CEC why court was asked to intervene when state had suspended mining. Mines Department submits its action taken report before SC fails to answer point by point as number of files in Mines Departments are missing. Yasin Bhatkar stayed at Shapora with his two colleagues. NIA confiscates bomb-making materials from Bhatkar's room, confirms house owner Jnaneshwar Chari.
चौकदार मनीस पुण्याचं नाही येल्लं ते
पुण्याचाच ॲड्रेस दिला आमकां एकलाच पयलीं येयल्लो तोच मुस्लीम आसलो.
Customs seizes 12 kg gold at Daboli airport worth 4 crores. Retained 2 Sri Lankans. Third seizure in last 2 months.
Diversion करपाक जे फॉरेस्ट क्लियरन्स आसा ते आमकां ग्रांट जाल्ले आसा. We'll be able to get some power by next month.
And Sporting Club de Goa coach Oscar Prudent banned from winning mentality.
Now everybody knows what we need to do for winning. We have a winning mentality, and that is the trick of sporting, more than persons, players, coaches.
Now news in detail. Supreme Court has questioned petitioners and CEC why the Supreme Court was asked to intervene when Goa government had already suspended mining operations. On day 2 of the hearing, the Apex Court raised queries of arguments of Prashant Bhushan. Judge questioned demand of nationalization of mining and asked whether state government is capable of running a major business like mining.
Second day hearing of Goa mining matter finished on Wednesday. It proved to be positive for mining companies. Supreme Court questioned and faced petitioner NGOs and CEC. Advocate Prashant Bhushan's argument started the day. Petitioners' counsel ended his arguments on Goa mining matter by afternoon. Then CEC started their arguments. CEC presented its interim report before the court in detail. They also said committee would require visit to each and every mine to prepare complete report. Supreme Court asked CEC how much time it would require to do it. CEC replied that it would take another 1.5 years. Supreme Court was not satisfied with this reply. CEC and petitioner NGOs were not able to satisfy court's queries. SC questioned CEC and petitioners. Supreme Court question number 1. If state government had suspended mining operation, then why Supreme Court was asked to intervene? Supreme Court question number 2. Petitioners propose nationalization of mining, but does state government has capacity to run a large business like mining? Supreme Court question number 3. If mining is curtailed or banned, then how do nations receive adequate foreign exchange? Petitioners' counsel Advocate Prashant Bhushan fumbled while answering these queries. First day of Goa mining matter hearing was dominated by petitioners. CEC presented its arguments on second day, but overall situation looked in favor of mining dependents. Supreme Court has agreed to hear the petition of 5 mine owners challenging following: Shah Commission report, CEC report, Goa government's order of suspending mining operations, MOEF cancellation of ECs, buffer zone proposal of keeping 1 kilometer instead of 10 kilometers. CEC will continue its arguments on Thursday morning. Later, Mines Department, MOEF and Goa government will present their side. Bureau Report, Prudent.
Mines and Geology Department has submitted its action taken report before the Supreme Court. Supreme Court had asked for detailed inspection report. Sources informed that the department has submitted its report on Wednesday. Department has failed to answer point by point as number of files related to mining scam are missing.
Hearing on Goa mining matter is on before the Supreme Court. Earlier, court had ordered state government to submit action taken report on Goa mining matter. Mines and Geology Department is busy preparing the report. According to sources, Supreme Court has ordered the state government to submit action taken report. Sources informed that Mines Department has prepared the report. Report mentioned that inspections are carried out by the department on alleged illegal mining complaints. Report contains how many complaints were received by the Mines Department, how many raids were conducted by the department, how much fines were imposed for carrying out illegal mining, how many people were arrested during the raids, how many culprits were produced before the concerned authorities, who were the officers that conducted raid, sanctions imposed by the officers after raid, action taken by the department against officers who are allegedly involved into illegalities. Sources informed that Mines Department faced hard time while preparing the action taken report. Many files and records are still missing from the department. Officers who are allegedly involved in irregularities misplaced the files and records. Sources informed that department is not able to submit point-to-point report before the Supreme Court. Reporter Mahesh Ghadi for Prudent.
National Investigative Agency has recovered acid bottles used for making explosive and a two-wheeler from Yasin Bhatkar's rented premises at Shapora in Anjuna. Yasin stayed in Jnaneshwar Chari's house on rent with his two other associates and carried out his terror networking. Chari claims that he had submitted the C form to Anjuna police. Watch Yasin Bhatkar's Goa stay records straight and exclusively from the mouth of house owner Jnaneshwar Chari. Omkar Farari reports.
India's most wanted terrorist of terror outfit Mujahideen Yasin Bhatkal had a long honeymoon period in Goa. That too in the neighborhood of Anjuna police station when he was wanted in German bakery blast case and other multiple blast cases. Bhatkal freely operated from a rented house of one Jnaneshwar Chari and police failed to trace him. Police claimed that Jnaneshwar Chari did not submit the C form. Jnaneshwar Chari has a different tale to tell.
फाल्यां तुम्ही पुलीस स्टेशनार सांगल्यार पुलीस सांगिना पुलिसाक आमी वचून आयले अंजुन्या ते म्हणटा तुम्ही सी फॉर्म भरून दिवना म्हणटा तुम्ही डिटेल्स दिवना म्हणटा
फॉर्म दिला हांवें फॉर्मेलिटी केला त्यो सगळ्यो दिल्या पुलिसांक सी फॉर्म भरला तेजी सायन बी सगळें आसलेलें दिला.
It's not over. Yasin's other two associates also stayed with him at Jnaneshwar Chari's house on rent. Yasin Bhatkal was brought to Goa and introduced to the landlord Chari by these colleagues. Chari only communicated with Yasin's friends and Yasin carried out with his secret mission without obstacles. The rent contract was made from November 2011 to November 2012. But as per Chari's version, all three left in February on the pretext of sister's wedding, never to come back.
खंयच्या वर्सा दिले ते तुम्ही ते खंयच्या वर्सा दिले ते
नोव्हेंबर
आणि 12
नोव्हेंबर 11 12
आणि मागीर 12
12 कितले म्हणसर
फेब्रुवारीन मागीर गेला ते आनी येवकूच ना मागीर ते
आं डिसेंबर जानेवारी
तीनच महिने उरले ते
3 महिने
After a year, the house owner Narayan Chari cleaned up the room where Yasin and his associates stayed. Chari recovered some acid bottles used to make bomb and other material. He also found a second-hand motorcycle. NIA has confiscated these things.
सामान कुकर बीन
कुकर आसलो एक ना कुकर न्हू मिक्सर आसलो
मिक्सर
गाडी आसली आमा कोणाची ती बी गेली सगळी
हां ती सेकंड हँड स्कूल मोटरसायकल घेवन भोंवताले
आनी भितर ते एसीड बी मेळ्ळा तांकां
कितें कितें
ते
आमी
आमी ते डंप करून भायर उडयतले एक वर्सा उपरांत.
NIA has recovered some acid bottles used for bomb making from this house where Yasin Bhatkal stayed. NIA has also interrogated a youth from Chimbel for his alleged connection with Yasin Bhatkal. Watch what Chief Minister has to say on this development.
तुम्ही सांगता पळय ताज्या कॉन्टॅक्टाच्यान तें घर मेळ्ळें व्हरून ना ताका. तुम्ही जो आतां चिमला पळय उल्लेख करता दॅट पर्सन एक्टेड एज अ कॉन्टॅक्ट विथआउट प्रॉबेबली विथआउट फूल नॉलेज. ज्या माणसाने भाड्याला दिलं होतं त्या माणसाने घरामधलं नंतर लोक आपणच तोडलं सामान काढलं आणि बाहेर ठेवलं. त्या सामानामध्ये सगळे बॉम्ब करण्याचे सगळं साहित्य होतं. पिक्रिक ॲसिड टोलिन नायट्रिक ॲसिड सगळ्या गोष्टी होत्या त्या NIAने ताब्यात घेतलेल्या. दॅट पीपल शूड बी केअरफुल इन whom they rent their houses.
Now a foreigner has moved in Nyaneshwar Chari's house where Yasin Bhatkal and his associates stayed earlier. Nyaneshwar Chari said that the foreigner has moved in recently. If Chari's claims are to be believed, then all three stayed for only 4 months. Then who was residing in Yasin Bhatkal's room from last September? Now many questions arises. Did Yasin Bhatkal and his associates use the rented premises for making explosives? Was the premises Indian Mujahideen's Goa safe house? How many terrorists used Chari's house on rent? From when did the foreigner move in that house? How come police failed to track Bhatkal's presence in their neighborhood? These are the questions which demand answers. But for now, the dent of failure to nab Yasin Bhatkal in the neighborhood will always remain on the khaki uniforms of Anjuna police. Senior reporter from Panji, Laukik Shilkar, video journalist Devendra Gaokar and Omkar Farari for Prudent.
Customs seized 12 kg gold at Daboli airport on Wednesday. The gold is worth 4 crore rupees. Customs officials have detained 2 Sri Lankans in this connection. They were on board Dubai-Goa flight. This is the third major seizure in last 2 months.
Seems like rise in gold prices has encouraged gold smuggling in the state. Custom officials seized 12 kg gold at Dabolim airport on Wednesday. It was seized from the flight which landed at around 6:30 in the morning from Dubai via Mumbai flight. The packet of 12 gold bars of 1 kg each was found under the passenger's seat, costing around 4 crores. 2 Sri Lankans, Mohammad Zuhar Shike Suleiman and Mohammad Riaz Mohammad Niaz, were detained at Dabolim airport. 2 cell phones have been recovered and further investigation is on.
Names of the passengers who boarded here are Sri Mohammad Zuhar Shike Suleiman and Sri Mohammad Riaz Mohammad Niaz. From the passport details, it appears that these 2 people have travelled very widely abroad and used to return to India through several airports such as Mumbai, Delhi, Lucknow, Hyderabad and Chennai. The customs is now searching for the domestic passenger who seems to have checked in a local hotel. Further investigations are under progress. 2 cell phones are recovered from Sri Lankan nationals and their call records are being obtained to get further details in the case.
This is the third incident in last 2 months. Last arrest in gold smuggling case at Dabolim includes Sri Lankan passengers. Dishant Parab and Devendra Gaokar for Prudent.
It's time for a short break. Stay tuned.